other than the mosquitoes, another beautiful night. Oh, what do we have here? Boom. Pony wall started. Not sure if you call this a pony wall or if this is just a wall. So now that that is started, this is really starting to give us an idea of where we're at. Here, I'll pass off to my camera woman here. So, I think in the other video I was saying, right here, 7 feet. So, full-size door is gonna go in here. We're gonna walk in, and then even at that, the whole way along here, and right here, this is where you'll have to duck a bit, and then you'll be probably almost able to stand here. So this is where a bunch of the plumbing stuff's gonna go. And then on the far side is where we really didn't know how tall it was gonna end up. We really had no idea. We were just guessing at the height, but I mean, really, yeah, we're gotta be 3.5, 4 feet easy. So we can put all kinds of stuff stored underneath here. Yeah, I mean, because we don't have a basement, we don't have, you know, storage for things like Christmas decorations and Halloween decorations and costume stuff and just all the random things that people cram into their basements. So this will be really nice, especially with it being all the bedrock and everything. We can just put a bunch of junk down here and then no one has to see it. But yeah, they're doing treated 2x8 on the bottom plate, and we thought that they were going to use wedge anchors, but they actually used massive crazy nail things. We saw these in the bedrock when they were getting the framing set up to figure out measuring the house for square, and they shot those right into bedrock. And we were wondering, did they just drill a hole and hammer in those things, or did they shoot right in? Pretty sure it shot right in. That's the, can't remember exactly what it's called. Here's one, my lovely assistant. Come on, focus. So yeah, that's one that didn't get shot, but I believe it's like a 22 caliber bullet shoots this thing straight through it and into the concrete. So you can see, like, that thing is, it's in there. Like, that's nuts. Science. My lovely assistant will grab that. But yeah, no, this will be awesome. And they're getting everything all extra braced and everything, because pretty much the front side of this building is going to be 3 stories tall. We're going to have one beam running here, one beam there, and another beam here. And the beam is going to be higher than this, right? It'll sit on top of there, so I won't crank my head on it every time, just most of the times when I come in here. But yeah, you can kind of see. Let's get to the outside here and give you that grand shot again. Oh, look at the pond. There have been turtles everywhere laying eggs, and the stupid things are like way out past where there's no water at all. It's like, how do you expect little baby turtles to actually crawl that far? But yeah, you can see, like, it, you know, those steps, they add up. So in that corner there, yeah, it's gonna be probably, you know, I think I was saying about 10 feet from there to there. And then if you can imagine, you're gonna have 1 story, 2 story, plus the roof. You'll be able to see everything. It'll be a fire tower if we want to on top of the house. But yeah, there's the concrete again. And yeah, with the rain and whatnot that we've had, there's been nothing for water inside. It's been raining kind of every night, and it's all been either making its way out or not coming in from the top side. So that is excellent news. But yeah, here's that the concrete. We were saying we need that flashing, something to come down, across, and over, just to make it so you don't have rain going in to your floor, or I guess the bottom plate there. Yeah, and the tank forever sealed, never coming out now, unless there's a massive problem. In which case we'll look at this video and we'll go, okay, we can cut out these studs and just sawzall it and then beef it up, pull it out, put a garage door maybe, who knows. But anyway, till next time. Having an issue with our teleposts here. They come and they're just kind of crappy, they barely hang on. So if you smack this, they'll fall inside each other. So what we're doing is we're getting them to weld right to it. So you're just welding this top with the threaded portion right to the actual tube, and that way it'll be nice and solid. So I'm just going around making sure that they're snugged up, and then yeah, he'll buzz away. We have all the walls are up for the pony walls, working on the floor. So as you can see, you can actually stand on this tall end of it. We're 7 feet. And then at the other end here, we can actually walk right, you know, even in here, you know, I'm, what do you want to say, like 2/3 of the way up in the house, and you can still, you know, stand up in between. To do storage, we have lots of storage here now. This is gonna be awesome. A good video of it, but that's what he's doing there. He's just welding this on, using the arc welder, just burning through the paint, because I mean this stuff is so light. They're way less thick than I thought they would be. They're maybe 1/8 of an inch thick, but I guess that's all you need. Seems like everything with building homes is getting it as light as you can, or as cheap as you can, but I mean, we're not trying to go cheap here, but this is just what the hardware stores sell. We're back, and boom, we have a dance floor. Well, the floor. It is in, it is down, and it looks amazing. So you can really see now how we're gonna have this little bump out for the living room, just to make it look a little prettier. And they started on, this will be the wall facing the pond. So you have the kitchen window, so you can kind of see what the kitchen window is going to look at. You have the main entrance, which if we go to the edge here now, ooh, that is a ways away down there. But we're going to have a deck off of here, more or less wraparound. So 12 feet and then out, and then 10 feet, and then 10 feet across the front to the end here, and then end in line with the house. And then this window is the laundry room or mud room window, whatever you want to call it. And that'll look at that. So basically, when you're doing all the chores, you can look at something nice. The general layout now, we have kitchen, dining room somewhere, living room. This is where it's all going to be 2-story and then vaulted ceiling. It'll look really nice. Then you have basically a line in here. You have master bedroom, and then you have like a little wall with your 2 sinks, and then you have your master bathroom, and then the walk-in closet dips in a bit. Then you're going to have somewhere here, staircase up to the 2nd story. Then you'll have across from the entryway right here, the little powder room. Then sliding barn door, and then you'll have the mud room with all of our storage. And that's where our entryway will be, where all the dirty, nasty stuff is from me at work. And then the main entryway. And then the idea will be, if you stand in the living room and you look back at the kitchen, from, you know, wherever that wall will be from this side of the kitchen, you'll have a walkway that goes all the way along the top, looking down to below, up to where the stairs are. So that should look really nice. That part of the actual plan, we're really hoping works out, because it's actually the easiest part of what we're doing is the actual framing. Have it drawn up, have the plan, it's stamped, it's getting built. So that part should be what I'm describing here. The mechanical side of things, not so much. That's kind of still up in the air a bit, because a lot of it we won't know till we get to that point. But yeah, see, we are now elevated that much higher. And if you can imagine from the 2nd story what the views are going to look like. I'll show you guys what the front and sides look like now. I love wildlife, but bear claws, maybe some teeth. We're gonna go check. This is the foam that's gonna go on the exterior walls. It's that 1-inch rigid insulation. I guess it kind of 1 inch there. And then the tin is gonna get screwed just straight through that and right into the wall sheeting there. But we're gonna go check. We have a whole mountain over there. How's it look, Tegan? Just a little bit. Oh, come on. This stuff's expensive, man. And it's hard to get right now. Hopefully they can cut around that stuff. If not, we'll have to order more. But I never... Rain, worried about rain, worried about wind. Didn't think a bear was gonna come and start messing with our stuff. Come on. And voila. Starting to look bigger now. Now that it's getting sheeted over. So yeah, they are going to do treated plywood for this bottom piece all the way around. Just to help with a little bit, in case we do at any point get some moisture coming off the concrete, it won't start working its way up the wall. It'll just, you know, won't rot it all out. But yeah, that's it there. That's obviously the door for getting underneath that I was showing you guys before. Yeah, it's gonna be somewhere up there, maybe. It's pretty wild. Let's take a peek inside. I'm still thinking do a little step here. It'll be a little easier to get in. Boom. Echo. And this is starting to look like a crawl space or a basement or a crasement. A crawlment. I don't know what you call this place. But it's not a basement and it's not really a crawl space. But I mean, like, look at the room in here. Like, look, that is a full-size Tegan in the wild, and she fits. She's actually shorter than me. so she doesn't hit her head on everything. I hit my head a few times in here already. But I mean, hey, like there's just the space in here. So much room for activities. Well, storage, not so much activities, but storage. Yeah, this is gonna be amazing. And yeah, we were showing you before, we got these all welded up now. So they're not going anywhere. Gotta slap it to make sure. Take and slap that one too at the same time, that's funny. Oh, you know what they say, idiots think alike. That's us. Maybe we are idiots for doing this. Oh, they did. They put in all the wedge anchors now. Boom, 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 boom. There's a lot of them. So we had to get longer wedge anchors because the way that they did this was they ran their bottom plate, then they ran a laser to then figure out each individual stud, what height they needed. So then they toe-nailed these in with the nail gun into the bottom plate, which works, not the best. Usually you want to nail from the bottom up. So what they did to make it super strong was then they took blocking, put it in between, and then nailed these down. So now these can't move in any direction. So now it's actually better than even just nailing from the bottom up. But it was the easiest way for them to do it was with a laser. So we had to change our wedge anchors to just a slightly longer one. So we just returned them, got some bigger ones, drill right through, right into the concrete, bada bing, bada boom. And now it's tornado proof. Resistant. We don't get tornadoes here. If we have a tornado here in the middle of the forest, world's gone. Foundation moves. If this moves, everyone else is dead. So, I mean, should be good for a while, for a couple days. I mean, that's the thing. We're trying to make this place our forever home or whatever, and make it. We're trying to not cut corners. But yeah, just look at that. If I can back up here a bit. Wow, these two trees, right? Just right in the way. We want to save them. Yes, they get in the way for pictures and videos, but look at that. Boom. And I'm thinking probably tomorrow they might even have that wall tipped up and then you can see all that. That is going to be it again for 80 acres. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time.